Hello everyone, nubkeks here, and welcome back to Nub Raids. As you might have seen a couple of days ago, I put out my mythical tier list for Halloween 2025, ranking how strong I think the different mythicals are. Now, I saw this post on Reddit then around about the same time I put out that video, which was a personal tier list of mythical character designs. So the visuals and sort of the theme, the characters of these different mythicals by Impressive Cap 974. And this is his list right here. If we click it, will it work? Yes, it will. So we can see he's ordered them from S all the way down to F. We got lots of tiers. We might condense them at the end. I'm going to give you my take on it anyway. But this was what he put together. So yeah, his favorites. He's got Carnage. I split them up into the different forms, which I think is what makes this really interesting. Seek, Friend, Crixia, etc. So yeah, he also was very kindly, which I thought was cool. He actually shared. Oh, I guess my one is defaulted in just the S, A, B, C, and D. That's fine. We'll stick with that. We will stick with just the S, A, B, C, D tiers, but we do have all of his all the mythicals that he's put in with their forms split up already, which is great. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. Looks like we're going alphabetically, and first up we have Alaz. Ooh, Alaz the Sunbearer. So, here he is in Form 1. Looks very cool. And in Form 2, he looks very cool. I will say, the mythicals, I think this is something to bear in mind. Much like with ranking the mythicals by power, even a low-ranked mythical, by power, is still extremely strong. By design, even a low-ranked mythical is generally still going to look quite cool compared to some legendaries for sure, compared to epics, rares, whatever. Compared to most champions in the game, even a D tier mythical is probably going to look better than most champions in the game. They'd just be bad from a mythical perspective. Alas, I'll be honest. Okay, I've got. Actually, I think this is where the forms being split makes a big difference. So for me, I will say base form Alas for me is B tier. He's like good. I think he's a good mythical, but he doesn't have, for me, a huge wow factor. I wonder if this is controversial. I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's something to do with the way he's standing. He looks quite calm. I don't know. I don't get that. Just huge. I'm like this huge hulking barbarian, gonna smash, call down the power of thunder. I don't know. He just doesn't have that vibe for me. Which I think like Thor kind of Thor just has a similar sort of thing, but a bit more swagger. Or like think about God of War, right? Think about Kratos. Kratos has so much more swagger as a sort of barbarian with a big axe. He just has more aura, as they say these days. So yeah, for me, he's still cool. He looks good, but he doesn't look insane. That being said, I think his alternate form. Now this has swagger and aura and just looks incredible. It has one major problem, but I'm going to ignore that for now. I am going to put it up in the top tier. I think Allah's Form 2. Now, he looks like a freaking god of thunder. Yeah. This takes everything I would want from Form 1 and turns it up to 11. He just looks incredible. The only problem I have with him, and this is easily fixed, they actually did this before with Iron Brago. In game, in combat, his character model is actually quite small. If we look at actually Altan as a good comparison, like look at the size of the background compared to this guy. Altan is a giant. This guy, he looks quite small in comparison. They need to make him an actual giant. He should be whatever, 8 foot tall or something. Like just this giant god of lightning. Insane. Yeah, so he's a little small in game. That's actually a large negative against him. But I'm going to ignore that for now and put him in the SS tier. He looks incredible. Next up, we have Androck the Glorious. Androck actually is really good lore. It's very sad. I'm not going to cover lore too much, but Androck, he saves his little lion cub, and the lion is his buddy, and then like his lion has died, but it's in his armor, and then to go into his alternate form, it's like he's absorbing the power of the armor, like absorbing the final remnants of the soul of his friend to power up or something like that. Like the lore is actually insane. Like the lore is so cool. Yeah, in his alternate form, he's like bang on. Looks exactly what you would want a Bannerlord to look like with the big lion helmet. Very cool. I think in his base form, it's a little bit more grounded. It's more realistic. Like he's got quite a realistic shield. The weapon is a little bit big on the end for realism, but I mean, he's pretty realistic, super ornate. Like this is something you actually see in real life almost. I think he looks phenomenal. I don't know if he like blows my mind. I think he goes into the B tier as well, but above Alaz, definitely above Alaz. Which form do I prefer? Hmm. Which form do I prefer? They're actually honestly pretty equal. They're pretty equal to me. I maybe prefer his alternate form slightly, but they're pretty close in terms of looks. But they go, for me, this is like high B tier, which is like, you go, Nub, I'm designing a mythical Bannerlord. What do you imagine? It's pretty much exactly this. Pretty much bang on this is what I would imagine. I'm like, yep, that's a mythical Bannerlord. You got it. But it's not like absolutely blowing my mind out of the water. Next up, we've Aphidus, Form 1 and Form 2. Off the top of my head right now, this is going to be a bit of a step down for sure. Form 1, yeah, I think this is a bit rough. So one major issue I have with this is we look at his skill kit, activating burns, doing more stuff with burn. You're like, okay, I look at this champion. I'm expecting to see some fire, and look, we got. Wait, no, we have. Looks like poison. Like, if you didn't know what this champion's kit was, and you asked people to guess what his kit was, people would be guessing poison. There's no question. You wouldn't be guessing fire. If you would be guessing fire, you're an absolute madman. I mean, he's got some red gems in his necklace or something, and on his glove there. But yeah, he just does not scream fire at all. Bugs, famously, not fans of fire. Bugs. So yeah, I don't know. I don't love that in terms of the design. I actually think he's pretty weak. I'd say he's actually quite disappointing. I'm gonna say actually a major disappointment for a mythical. He just doesn't have cool vibes. He just doesn't scream cool. He's just like, I don't know. He's okay. Now, his alternate form is actually really solid. I like his alternate form a lot. Giant Scarab. It's pretty cool. It's not like blowing my mind. This is the most insane thing ever, but it's super unique. It's obviously very similar. It basically is the Scarab boss from Doom Tower, to be fair. But I think it's a really cool design, nonetheless. It's super unique for a champion. We don't have so few monstrous champions. Now, it doesn't absolutely blow my mind. It's like, this is the coolest thing ever. I'm gonna put it up into the A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I think it's pretty funky. It's pretty different. I like it. It's not blowing my mind out of my head, but I'm like, that's actually really cool, and I love it. So yeah, Aphidus is very much a story of two different halves right there. Ooh, now we've got Arbase. Okay, Arbase, also one of the earliest mythicals. She's actually even earlier than Aphidus. I think this is very strong. This is very strong. I love this base design, and then we've got her alternate form, which is even better. Is that interesting? The alternate forms are nearly always better, aren't they, actually? Yeah, I guess that is the design. The alternates are supposed to be cooler. Her alternate form is just, that is amazing. It's so good. She's going to be one of my highest rated. So for this base form, I'm actually going to put her up in the A. I love this. This maybe is a bit of personal bias, but you say, okay, what's a Sylvan Watcher mythical? I love it. So she's got like a bit of a wood texture. It's like she's made out of wood, but it's enchanted. That is so cool. But then the mask, the color tones, all the cloth draped around, even the way she's standing, it's like kind of beautiful, kind of creepy. Yeah, it's just absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really good. I think it's just brilliant. But then her alternate form, for me, this is an easy SS tier. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of the S tier. Sorry, S tier. Gonna put him at the bottom of S tier just because of his size issues. But it'd be tough to distinguish otherwise. But again, it's so cool to have her in this form. But now her headpiece is huge, and it's got all the gold tassels dripping off of it. She's got the sort of what's it, sort of lying in repose, like you'd be lying in a coffin or something, look. But she's inside a tree, which is split open. Oh my god, it is so unbelievably cool. It's so unique as well. It's just amazing. Top tier. Again, this is why you can probably come back and now be like, hopefully now we've gone into this list a little bit, you can be like, okay, now I see the S tier. All right, I can understand why the Androck and yeah, they're cool, but like there's another level of cool and uniqueness in the game. All right, next up we have Ashnar from the Orcs. Got buffed recently. He's very strong. Base form for the Fiery Shaman, and then his alternate form, very cool, sort of like the Deathwing. Yeah, that is really cool. Now, his base form for me is visually a bit disappointing, I'll be honest. again, he sort of lacks much drama or character. He sort of feels like, I don't know, it feels like someone's dressed up in their Halloween outfit and they're standing for a photo. They're a little bit awkward. They're like, oh, I've dressed up as this orc character. I don't really know what to do. Just sort of standing there. I don't love that. I mean, he's cool. He's an orc shaman. I will say, I think for me, though, he's a little disappointing, actually. His base form visually, I think it's a little disappointing. It's like, all right, it looks cool, but it's not wowing me, per se. Yeah, it's not wowing me. Now, his alternate form, I think, is really cool. Very Warcraft. I love the giant fiery mace. Again, literally out of Warcraft. The whole dragon theme to it. Like this orc who's powered up by the power of dragons. He's channeling dragon fire. He's a stupidly huge weapon. Very strong. I think it's very cool. I think for me, this actually goes A tier. I really like that form too. Next up, we have the Calamitous. I did offend people in my mythical power ranking video that I didn't put Calamitous higher. Visually, oh dear, I don't think he's going to do that well either. Decent form 1. Initial thoughts looking at this, the weapons are very cool. Other than that, he's a little disappointing actually, I think. Again, it's like, okay, I want an undead mythical. Sure, he's doing it well enough. You know, bone knight. I do like that he's really skinny, that he's got armor on. But one thing I really like is the armor is really small. Like, he's really small. It's like armor designed for someone who is a skeleton. This is not a skeleton in like normal human armor with muscles. This feels like it's armor for someone that's already a skeleton. I really do like that. That being said, the color palette is a bit washed out. I think it's a cool concept, but I am a little bit disappointed. I think the weapons carry it, and it's a bit bland otherwise. He could almost be an epic, to be honest. Cool, but not that crazy. Alternate form. I'll be honest, for me, this isn't doing much. It's good, but it's not crazy. It's sort of what I would expect. You've got the undead glow. He's a skeleton in armor. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm being harsh, but I am disappointed by him in his base form. His alternate form, still, it's a bit of a disappointment as well for me. Honestly, is it top of C tier? I do like that I do like his skull. That his skull is like sort of 3 skulls fused together. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I think he is actually still a little disappointing. Like, I don't know. The bat wings or what? The wings is a bit. Why does a skeleton have wings? I don't know. I don't love it. There's just something about it I don't like. So yeah, sorry. This list is obviously going to be personal, but yeah, I'm sure we're going to really offend people with that. But yeah, I'm not. I think I do like him more than Ashnar, but yeah, I'm not a big fan. Now, Empress. Ooh, Empress is strong. I'll tell you that right now. I like Empress a lot. So we've got the evil death cultist. This is just very cool. So much detail going on. I love the effect on the side of his face. It's like the death magic is sort of corrupting. It's melting him a bit. It's really good, actually, visually. I'm going to say that's probably an A tier, actually. And then his alternate form. I mean, this is just insane. It's almost like waxy corruption melting out. It's got like the big Soul Calibur axe, giant axe. He's this absolute hulking monster. Terrifying. I think he looks incredible. I'm a huge fan of him. I'm gonna put him in S. I do actually prefer R base though, I have to say. I think Empress, yeah, I think he probably scrapes the bottom of A. Is he? I think he probably scrapes the bottom of A. We'll come down. Maybe demote him to be more alongside these. We'll see. Fjorad up next. Obviously, I think people really do power-wise underrate his base form, but his alternate form is a huge disappointment. Visually, his base form is good, actually. I like it. You know, Dwarf Shaman, and it's really good quality, as pretty much all the mythicals are. The details, all of that. I think he's really cool. I like a lot. I think he's very solid. Put him up in A. Like, I like him a lot, actually. Just Dwarf Shaman. He's cool. He's solid. Actually, you know what? So this is the original list. I'm compare it at the end. I'll put him a little bit below Androck. I'm going to put him there. I'm going to put him in between the Androck forms. Let's go. I'll put him slightly below Androck. This one is again, it's good. It's decent. It's not wowing me or anything, but it's cool. You know, a dwarf who's sort of been corrupted by ice. I like the effects. He's got the totem, like totemic magic has transformed him. I think it's decent. It's cool. You know what? Actually, what I will do, I'm going to put him slightly ahead of Androck. I think I actually prefer his base form, to be honest. His alternate form is cool, and I appreciate the story of it. I quite like just the more basic, the more basic dwarf shot. I guess one problem is he's all about frost, and he doesn't have any frost going on. Whereas he's got fire on his back. Again, you would not know. You know what? From looking at him, you wouldn't know that he's a frost character. You know what? That actually has to be a demotion. I'm going to put that to the bottom. And actually, I'm going to put it like that. I think he's okay. So I'll put him like that. That's what I'm doing. Decision is made. Let's move on. We've got Fiora, Frolny up next. That's Fiora. Now we've got Frolny. I do like Frolny's base form a lot. Yeah, again, it's like you wanted Dwarf Mythical. This is pretty much bang on it. Now, the unique thing about him, which is cool, and again, I've read the lore of the mythical champions I have. I really like his lore as well. He's basically evil Iron Man. He's like this really evil scientist, which is a bit weird, but there you go. But I think he has like this gauntlet, which is corrupted. You can see the gauntlet's taking over his arm. And when he goes into his alternate form, it's that the gauntlet grows and covers his whole body with armor. Now, lore-wise, that's just really cool. And I do like his alternate form visually. I think his base form for me, I like it a lot. I'm going to put it top of B, actually. I like it a lot. You say, what's a dwarf mythical champion look like? Bang, bang. You've nailed it. It's really good. And then his alternate form is very cool. I'm going to actually put his alternate form up into... up there. Maybe up there. Feels about right. It's cool. It's just like, I think it's the story of it that makes it cool. I think without the story, it wouldn't be quite as cool, but I love the idea of like this gauntlet. It's just evil Iron Manning his body, and now he's this evil golem, and the armor sort of has a mind of its own, and it's overriding his mind. That is super cool. So yeah, Frolny, the highest he's ever going to place in a tier list. Congratulations. Ooh, Star Sage Galathier is up next. This is arguably the best mythical in the game, power-wise. What about his looks? I love it, actually. I think his base form is so cool. So I think honestly, this is nailing it for me. I love it. The idea that he's a Star Sage. I love the sort of pasty skin, and then like the purple energy in his arm. It's like not your typical star energy. It's like, okay, this guy, he's using the magic of the stars, but like it's pretty fucked up, right? It's pretty gnarly magic. Other than that, I mean, he's just nailing I am this elven, top tier elven mage. He's nailing that. Like he's even got like the tattoos with almost like magic spells or runic inscriptions on his arm there, visible as well. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. And I like that he's got the sword as well. It's like, because he's an elf, right? It's like, yeah, very Lord of the Rings. The elf, he's like this great wise leader and researcher, but he's a badass with a sword as well. It's such a Lord of the Rings elf thing. I think that it's incredible. Star Sage looks amazing. I'm going to put him on top of A. He's definitely better than these, for sure. Definitely a top of A. And then his alternate form, like high A. He'd almost be an S. And his alternate form, I mean, this is S through and through. This is like, okay, he's channeled the power of the stars, and it's like black holes and stars and powers going crazy. Like his weapon is unbelievably cool. It's like a black hole contained in his weapon. The stars erupting. He's like gone. Oh man, it's just insane. The gravity defying effect of that. Yep, it's like, it's crazy Star Sage. He's defying the power of gravity. Bam, top of S tier. Ooh, strong one next is Gallius. I love Gallius as well. All right, visually, I think really cool. Yep, giant rooster. I love the colors, the stance. He looks like a badass, like a baller. And then he goes into his alternate form. Giant electro cockatrice chicken. So like chicken. He's got very sad lore, by the way. But chicken crossed with a lizard, a dragon. And then the lightning. Oh man, he is so strong. I actually really like his base form. I'm going to put his base form in the A tier. I know, this is shocking. I'm putting him mid-A, actually. I think he's really strong. What I like about this, again, I love the colors and the design, but what I think you get is, these roosters, they're excuse the pun, they're cocky, right? they're cocky, they're crowing at dawn, puffing their chest up, and he has that vibe. And like with the two axes, and he's fighting, and he's a little stylish with his moves as well. It sort of gives you that vibe. I think they just captured the idea. What if we made a rooster, but we made him a badass? I think they've nailed it. So for me, that gets an A. I think it's so freaking good. It's brilliant. The character that comes through is so strong. Compare that, like I said, to someone like Aphidus, who's just sort of standing there, has no character. He has so much character. And then, God, I mean, Giant Electro Cockatrice is unbelievably cool. Straight up here. You know what? Actually, it's even cooler than her. Pretty close to Star Sage, but yeah, up there. Wow, it's all Form 2s at the top right now. Next up, we've got Garol. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. One of the weaker and one of the worst. I mean, like, compare this to Gallius Form 1, and this looks rough. This almost looks like it's like beta footage from the same game, doesn't it? It's almost like, yeah, the Gallius game. This was a beta design we had for a character that we abandoned. She's just standing there, really bland. I actually genuinely think she looks terrible. I think this is the worst. Not only is she also not that good. Look at her foot. Look at her feet. Her feet look so weird. Like her feet look weird. I actually think she genuinely looks kind of bad. So she's going in the D tier. I'm sorry. So I think it's where I put her for the power ranking as well. Now, the alternate form is actually really good. Don't know what the lore is, and maybe that would power her up a bit. But I like this, that she seems to absorb the power of like a dragon. Basically, she's got like tusks coming out. Her stuff's on fire. She's got hooves now, which is actually cool. She's actually very cool. So I think Garol Form 2, very cool. Actually, maybe goes low A. Maybe low A. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm going to presume I haven't looked at the lore. I'm going to presume the lore is good. Read the lore yourself. Actually, I'll read it after. I won't interrupt the video to do it. You know what? Actually, I'm not absolutely in love with it. I'm going to put it high B. Sorry. Putting it high B. Yeah, putting it high B. Maybe the lore would push it a bit higher, but we're putting it high B for now. That's what my heart says, and I'm following my heart. Next up, we've got Gizmak. Strong contender. Very strong contender. Base form. Shaman. I think he's got a lot of character though. I love that these masks are super creepy. You know, he's got his tambourine is fun. Like the mammoth stuff on the back. I love that he's this really skinny ogre. I think he's got great character there. Really good. Then his alternate form. I think this is phenomenal. Again, the idea that fire is in it, but he's just such this hulking beast. You know, he's got these massive AoE damaging smacks. Then he's also tanking like a baller. And he looks it. Like everything his kit does, you can see visually in him. He just looks like he's the monster of an ogre. It's gonna smash everything. And like, oh, his totem is so cool. Yeah. So for me, Gizmak, base form, gonna put low A. Yeah. I'm putting it low A. I like it a lot. Might dip into top of B, but you know, he's around there. Really cool. Gizmak form 2. He's going way up here. He has to be way up. He's so cool. I'm gonna put him, I think around about there feels good. I put our base even higher because she's so unique. I'll leave it like that. I think leaving it like that feels about right. Okay, Carnage is up next. Oh, I think Carnage is very cool. Very cool champion. I remember we saw the guy who did the original post, but Carnage base form is his top rank. I think Carnage base form is very cool. Demon Prince, right? Captures the Demon Prince idea. Really iconic, lovely different color and lighting changes, demonic energy. I love the chest piece design. It's cool. Yeah, okay. Carnage base form. Demon Prince. I like that a lot, actually. I'm putting it in A. Definitely better than those. It's actually better than these. Actually, I do think it's actually better than these. But probably slightly ahead of Gallius. Yeah. Probably deserve to be around here. Yeah, it's up in this conversation. You know, I'm actually moving Aphidus down a bit. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's actually fair. I think he belongs in the conversation with these two. I guess I really like mythicals with gold on them. It's also something I'm realizing. If they've got gold, I'm like, yeah, apart from poor old Aphidus. But yeah, gold wins. Yeah, he's cool. Then his alternate form, I think this one is cooler, I'm pretty sure. Very much like a bloodthirster. This is like Demon Prince Unleashed. It's freaking awesome, man. That's so cool. Like, I love the skin. The sword is badass. The wings are incredible. Yep, yep. I mean, for me, that's SS. It's up here. I think I prefer him to Gizmac. Yeah, he's up there. He's up. He's at the top. He's at the top. Ooh, Commodus is a fun one. This is definitely a spicy one. Base form is cool. Sorry, Demon, Trickster, Imp. I'll be honest, I'm not massive into the base form. I think it's cool. I'll put it up in B. I think it's good. I'm like, Demon, Trickster. Yep, he's cool. He's a bit funky, unique. I like him. Don't love him. I like him a lot. Now, his alternate form. This one I think is controversial. What do you think of this? I can see some people say they hate it. It's the worst thing ever. I'll be honest. I love it. I freaking love it. It's hilarious, right? It's basically like the Joker, the clown, the jester. But he's a big fat demon with bombs. I mean, like, it's awesome. It's so good. I'm putting him in SS tier. Yeah. I'm putting him in top tier. Top tier. He's unbelievably cool. I absolutely love it. I could see some people put this in D tier because he's so ugly. But I think the ugliness is what's good. Dark Elf, not Dark Elves. You've got Crixia, Night Queen, Crixia, and the Knight's Revenant. Base form. I think this is actually it's only okay. It's maybe even a little disappointing. So yeah, she's got the shield. I do like the lights on the shield. That's cool. Got a spear. The hair flowing up is cool, but for me, this is just Maragain, but worse. Maragain, she's got the hair, but she's like underwater. She's been like chained. Like, Maragain is a top tier champion design for me. Like, she's been chained down underwater. She's drowned. She's this undead spirit, like chained down, the hair flowing up. It's cool. Crixia, why is her hair flowing up? I don't know. Like, for me, it's actually, I think she's actually a little disappointing. I think she's better than Calamitous, but I'm not loving it. She's okay. I think the C tier is a little sparse. She could maybe be in the B tier, but I think she's only okay, to be honest. She's creepy. I mean, the hands on her face are interesting. It's a bit weird. Why is that a thing? I don't know. I don't. It's okay. I'm actually a little disappointed by it. Now, her alternate form. I mean, it's cool. Again, I feel like it's only okay. You've got, I guess you have the Dark Angel thing going on. I kind of like the creepy eye on the wings. Obviously, her hair is amazing. That's really cool. The weapon is cool now. Feels a bit cooler. I think she's good, but honestly, top of B tier is maybe where it goes. That's maybe harsh, but I don't know. Visually, she's all right. Look, could be a standard enough Knight's Revenant. I don't know. There's nothing too special about that. That's like wowing me compared to some other designs. Sorry, who was up next? I think it was Karosa. Karosa, relatively new. Okay, her base form, I like it. Sexy demon. Sexy demon who's gonna punish you. You know, taunting and tanking stuff up. I do like that. I'm not sure what this design is here. Is it just a weird heart? Looks kind of like a shield or a skull. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I like the sexy demon design. I actually quite like that. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to put her just below Crixia in B tier with the base form. Her alternate form. Take a look. I'll be honest. Her alternate form, to me, huge disappointment. You've got like the purple fire. I feel like there was a strong fire theme in this, which is actually maybe a downside. There's a strong fire theme to this form with the weapons, but no fire going on. But I mean, she's a demon, so I can let her away with it. I don't quite understand why she gone purple fire here. Like, why is she purple? I just don't love this design. I think it's a bit been there, done that with other demons. I don't know. I'm not loving it. I'm disappointed by that. I'm gonna put her down in disappointing. Actually, it's disappointing. I prefer Calamitous, I think, to her. So yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, I think like that. Disappointing. Lazarius is up next. He's arguably my favorite champion in the game. I love this guy. Base form is cool. I like the idea of this sort of blind lizard. That's sort of a mystic. Is pretty cool. I think he captures that idea pretty well. And like his wings are strapped down. Yeah, he's sort of like this old. He's blind. He can't fly anymore. I think his design is really solid, really good. Definitely like a top of A tier job. I'm just wondering if we should maybe demote some of these. I think so. We got still a few mythicals to go. I think we demote some of these. I think actually Empress comes down and this. The three of these I think are pretty similar. I like Lazarius I think the most, but the Lizard Priest, I love that. I think I prefer the evil Knight Revenant, evil corrupted priest. I like that, and then the tribal priest. I think they're all cool. Yeah, I think I put Lazarius the top of them, and so I demote. I kind of want to demote the Frolny form too. I'm gonna, you know what? Sorry, Frolny. I'm gonna demote your form too. Actually, to there. Yeah, I'm demoting it to there. Sorry, but decision made. I like Lazarius. I like the priest thing. Yep, and I think these are doing a bit more. You know what? Actually, I'm putting him in an A tier. Screw it. Biased. I don't care. Call me biased. I don't care. I like him. I think he does the priest thing the best. His alternate form. Not excited at all by that. Actually, bottom of B tier. Looks cool. He looks like a cool lizard, but nothing too special. I guess it's the idea that sort of reverting to a younger form of himself. I guess it's the idea he's turned back to a younger form. I suppose, which is kind of cool. Maybe by priestly power. Doesn't even look like he's the same lizard, to be honest. I mean, he looks a little different. I don't know. I don't love it. I think it's fine. I think he looks like a cool lizard, but he's not wowing me. Yeah, it doesn't wow me, to be honest. Whereas I prefer his base form substantially, actually. Actually, in terms of gameplay as well, his base form is probably better. So yeah, there we go. Lazarius, honestly, he's cool but not crazy. We'll put his base form up. It's like a Laz level. Laz a bit cooler. Yeah, sort of there. Okay, Mezimel is up next. Mezimel, definitely one of the least exciting mythicals gameplay wise. Her base form is kind of cool. Slightly sexy fox lady. I like her mask. The mask is doing heavy lift. If you took that mask away, it's actually quite a standard design. The mask is very cool. I think it's not enough though, is it? I'm going to put her top of C tier. A slight disappointment. I love the mask though. And you see it in her portrait as well. So it does take a lot of the attention. The mask is making her really cool. Now her alternate form, pretty cool, I think. The werewolf. I like this sort of the lithe sort of design. I love that she's got the huge arms with the bloody claws. The mask is very cool as well. I mean, she's very cool. That's the original list. She's very cool. I'm going to put her up here. I think up there. IB tier, to me, feels about right. A werewolf, it's not the most original thing ever, but I love the colors and everything. I think it's a really cool design. Top of B. Very cool. Who's up next? We have Mikage. Ooh, I am a huge fan of Mikage visually. I love this. Again, the priest thing. I love her sort of Japanese heels. So cool. Yeah, creepy, beautiful, but creepy and disturbing. I love it. It's like, come to me, I'm beautiful, but she's like a horrible, like the two sets of eyes, the fact that her face is a painted mask, the twitching spider arms coming out of her back. Oh, it's so good. It's genuinely so good. She comes up here. Honestly, actually, she knocks out base form Galathir for me. He's cool, but I think the thing that pushes me over the edge is the little twitches from those arms at the back. So creepy. I love it. And then her alternate form. Oh man, she turns into the giant demon spider. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. We've no other spider champion like that. Nothing like this in the game. I guess even the spider boss is not quite like this. Super unique. So creepy. I love it. Very like a Dark Souls boss. Goes in SS tier for me. Higher than these. Do I dare put it at the top? Do I love it that much? I think I maybe do. I think I maybe do. We'll rearrange stuff at the end. Nice is up next. Let's speed up. We got a few still to get through. That's a lot of champs and mythicals in the game now. Nice. Base form. I think his base form is very cool. Not wowing me, but it's like, you know, you go, I want a crow themed Sylvan Watcher mythical. Okay, cool. His bow is beautiful. Like, so much detail on the bow is very cool. The crow armor, the tattoos. Again, he's really cool, but sort of expected, as it were. I think he's a B tier champion, but I do like him a lot. I'll put him above Karosa. I think around there feels about right. For his alternate form, he turns into the giant crow, which is cool. Now, one thing I don't love here, I feel like the textures don't quite work. They do feel a little paint, like the feathers feel a bit painted on. The feather texturing, the game just can't quite support this. I think like if this was in, I don't know, God of War and all the feathers were more animated, he'd be SS tier, like top tier. But I think that holds him back. I think he is cool. I think he's bottom of A, unfortunately. I think the very cool design. Again, I love the colors, but I think that the feathers are holding him back, actually. So, yeah, he goes there. Nell is up next, so right next to him in the faction. Nell, black teeth, creepy. I do like the sort of candy dripping off of her weapon. I think that's what it's supposed to be. The Hansel and Gretel story. She's creepy. She's cool. Kind of as expected. I do like her face. I like the black veins and the black eyes. That's quite cool. Kind of expected, though. I'd be putting her around here. I feel like she's pretty similar to sort of Androck, Frolny. Yeah, I think maybe around there feels about right for now. Looks cool, but not too crazy. Her alternate form's pretty cool. Evil Witch. Now, one problem I have with this is like Nell black teeth. She doesn't have black teeth. She doesn't have black teeth. What's going on? Like, you know, I think if you said name this champion, you'd be like Nell Creepy Back Arms would be a better name. I don't think you'd look at her and say Nell Black Teeth. It's definitely the weird arms coming out of her back that are drawing your attention, and also that she's like a crazy demon witch. She is very cool, though. I like her a lot. I'll put her up here. I think I like her more than these, actually. Similar to Gallius, actually, in terms of design. If she had black teeth, she'd be pushing top of A, but no black teeth, can't get top of A. Sorry. That's the rules. I don't make the rules. Actually, no, I do. I am very much making all of the rules for this video. Nobody is making these rules except for me. It is entirely arbitrary. I do apologize. Polara is up next. Ooh, Polara and Siegfried, so they're two Sacred Order, who we've somehow skipped until now. Polara. I think her base form looks cool. Again, very well detailed. Looks cool. Fiery sword. Fairly expected. I put her in the B. Low enough in the B. I'll put her higher than him because she actually does have some fire going on. But I think she looks cool, but not too crazy. Her alternate form is all about ice. And again, she is ice themed, so that's cool. Ice Knight. Again, looks very cool, very detailed. Nothing too crazy, though. I think she just looks really good. But very expected, but good. I'll put her... Do I want to put her that high in B? I'm going to put her maybe there. Yeah, maybe there. There. The Frolny story, edging out. Frolny's lore pushes him higher. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. But I think she's cool. She captures the ice. I actually prefer Gizmak. I think he's more unique, but I prefer Gizmak. But I think she does look really cool. Again, really detailed. Ice, night. Looks cool. And there's just not a crazy amount of personality or anything coming out. Siegfried, I remember, is up next. This is the one that's going to upset you the most. Here we go. This is the rage bait. I'm not a big fan. There's a couple of... So, what I like about Secret, I like the whole central bit. I like the armor. Like the cross designs is really cool. He's got sort of a Mummy Knight vibe. I love the head wrap. Again, he looks very much like a Dark Souls boss. He's got a cool mask. The problem I have with him, two problems. So number one, this sort of a gameplay problem, is that this move, it's arguably like the strongest nuke in the game. This move is absolutely bonkers. It just, for me, it's a huge... It totally breaks my immersion when it's like a guy doing it with a one-handed weapon, right? We've got mythicals in here. Like, we've had other champions that are like giant lightning firing cockatrices, like giant two-handed axe firing huge tentacles. We got crazy shit going on. Um, for me, it doesn't make sense that a guy with a one-handed sword has the strongest nuke. Like, for goodness sake, at least have it be a giant two-handed sword or something. That for me breaks so much immersion, and it just makes me think this is just stupid. And that drags the design down loads for me. I'm sorry, but it does. And I make the rules. Also, the thing, I feel like his shield is just a little too big. And I feel like the sword as well is just a little too big. I think if you're trying to fight with the two of those in tandem, they just feel a little too big to be a bit clumsy. It just feels a little clumsy. It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to shock and offend everyone. But Secret, I will put him at the top of the C tier because he is cool. But that just, the weapons just don't feel right. And the way that he uses them just doesn't feel right to me. Just doesn't feel right. Like with this move, if you could do something equally stupid, like totally fantasy of like Captain America throw the shield and then take the sword and do a big spin around and giant slash. Totally stupid, totally fantasy, but it's more, it just makes more sense because it's such an established fantasy tropes at this point. So I think that could work well, but yeah, I'm not loving it. Now his alternate form though, this is a banger. You know what? His shield gets smaller. I think his sword maybe gets a little smaller too. His shield definitely got smaller relative to him. This shield is huge. It's bigger than it needs to be, really. I know people fought with some really big shields in the past, but it'd be more like, like the Roman shields, but information fighting. And they had really small swords, actually. I don't know. It's just a bit weird. Yeah, his shield is definitely smaller in this form. He still has a really big sword, but it makes more sense. Like having a really big sword when you're flying makes a lot of sense because you can fly over them. You need a long weapon to be swiping people below you. I think this is Siegfried base form turned up to 11. Like the power's bursting forth. He's become like an actual angel, Nephilim sort of idea. What's that? I know my Diablo lore, half angel, half demon. I think it's really cool. That's an SS tier design for me. I think he's really, really cool. I'm going to put him right beside the demon. Like angel, demon. I love it. All right, then we've got Theodosia, one of the newest mythicals. I think she's very cool. Base form Theodosia. I love this. Just very, very elegant, very beautiful. I don't know. Yeah, I just think it's cool. I love the cloth on the mask with the light leaking through. What I love is you got the two eyes, but then you've got like the weird bit in her cheek. What's going on there? What's leaking through there? That's a bit creepy. It's subtle, but it's cool. I just think she's a really good design. Definitely not SS, not S tier, but I think A tier. I think she goes in the A tier. I think she's similar to these. I put her up there with like Galathier and Arbase. I like that design. I think it's good. Does she have gold on her? Is that why I like her so much? Yeah, she does. That's why. That's why. They got me. Her alternate form. You know what? I think it's almost the posing of the model. This to me is disappointing. It's like, it's just, why is this lady floating? She went from having this mysterious, like, glowing eyes, what's going on, to her face is just, I feel like it's a bit of a disappointment after the mystery of what was under the mask. It's like, okay, she's pretty. I mean, her face is glowing, but she's kind of pretty and a bit creepy, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the most interesting thing about her is that she's got this purple energy covering her whole left-hand side, but like she's posed in such a way that she's kind of hiding it. Like when you open up the page, it's sort of hiding that away behind. I think she's actually a little disappointing in how it turns out. I'm gonna put her like Siegfried level. It's like it's almost really cool, but it's just not quite wowing me. I much prefer her base form. I think her base form is much more intriguing and mysterious and creepy. And her alternate form is kind of like, it could be its own separate champion. I don't know. I don't really love it. And then we got Toshiro. Oh, I like Toshiro's very cool. I like him a lot in his base form. Looks like he's straight out of Mortal Kombat. Very cool. The tattoos. He looks freaking badass. Really cool. Again, he's just a really cool dude. So he doesn't have like the crazy wow factor that for me is really setting apart the S tier. But he's definitely like an A tier. I'm going to put him up here. Maybe ahead of her. I actually really like Theodosia. I'm gonna put Theodosia maybe even ahead of Galathir. I just think she looks visually super cool. But Tashiro's like, he's way up there, actually. He's way up there. Looks very cool, but he is ultimately still humanoid. And then Form 2. God, you never see his Form 2. The Forgotten Form. So he's like the samurai, really heavily armored. I love the sword. He basically has a giant, Odachi lightsaber, which is cool. The sword is cool. Outside of the sword, I mean, he's just a samurai in cool gold armor. It's cool. It's good. It's done well. Like crazy, overly ornate. I think it's only all right. Actually, to be honest, I think it's only okay. I'm gonna put it up up here. Yeah, I think it's only okay. Oh no, it's probably a bit cooler than that. Yeah, probably around there. Probably B tier. And there we go. That is my list. We zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it all easily. There we go. That is my list. Let me know what you think. So yeah, Mikage Form 2. Is my heart saying that's right? You know what? I put chicken. Do I put chicken at the top? I'm tempted to put chicken at the top. I'll put Galathir top. I say Electro Chicken. I like that. I'm going to put Mikage here. I'm liking R-Base a lot as well. Yeah. Okay. No, there we go. I'm feeling good about that, though. Yeah. So the S tier, I think these are the coolest. Yeah. The whole like Black Hole Mage is so cool. Giant Electric Chicken is so cool. Frickin' Lady in a Enchanted Tree. Spider Monster. Demon Prince. Like Angel Knight. Yeah. Just giant tribal ogre. Yeah. Corrupted Monstrosity. Joker. Demon Bomb Maniac. And Lightning God. Yeah, like the S tier for me, they're just wow. They're just mythical designs. You look at them, you go, whoa, that's crazy, dude. Again, I would be putting, if it weren't for him being small, he would be higher. If he wasn't small, if he was giant, he'd be up here. He'd be up in the top 5, I think, for me. He'd be up top 5 sort of territory. A tier is all champs. So we got Mikage, Theodosia, Galathir. Yeah, I think they're really cool. Tashiro, cool. They're very cool, but more normal. We've got the still giant cock, but not electrified. Still cool. Now, am I being too generous with Nell? Maybe. I'm going to move Lazarius up. I do prefer Lazarius. I'm going to move, actually, Nice up as well. The feather texture is bad, but I like it more. I'm going to move Nell down. And yeah, I think Aphidus he was really unique at the time, but the fact that it is basically just the Scarab boss, I feel like they could do a little to make him a bit more unique. He's just he's probably the most disappointing mythical overall. Nell, but meh. In the B tier, yeah, like good, like cool designs. Lots of cool designs in here. Yeah, kind of what you would expect. Sort of the expected level. They are cool. They're good quality, pretty much across the board. Some fun, unique stuff going on. C tier are the disappointments. I'm definitely going to insult some people. I think people will be outraged a bit. Harsh on Calamitous. That might be a personal thing, because he is cool design. Now, I'm actually going to move him up. I actually quite like his base form, to be honest, more than the others. Yeah, but I think, Crixia, that might offend people too, I think. But I do think Ashnar is disappointing. I think Theodosia Form 2, as much as I love her Form 1, I think her Form 2 is disappointing. I definitely think people will be outraged about Seekfriend, but it is what it is. It just takes me out of it. It just weirds me out. I don't like it. And then the two big disappointments are definitely Aphidus base form and Garol base form. Garol base form just flat out looks bad. And Aphidus base form is very boring, and also it's like poison, not burns. What's going on there? Very odd. Let's see. How did the original list compare? Oh, look, yeah, he's got Seekfriend and S. He's got Seekfriend as the second best. I couldn't disagree more. Crixia Form 2 really high up there. Okay, fair enough. Alaz, yeah, they're highly ranked by me. Any other standouts that wow, he's Aphidus really high up. Again, I think he's really not good. Anything that he thought was bad that I liked. He's got Karosa as the worst. I disagree on that one. I think she's pretty cool. Nice Form 2 is really low. Whoa, Gizmac. Okay, I could see people not liking Nice Form 2 because the feathers are a bit clunky. Let's be honest. Like that's something we'll come back in 5 years, look at that and say that looks bad. The nice feathers. Gizmac Form 2, that shocks me. That is shocking to me. Got Commodus down here. Commodus Form 2 up there. Okay, that's good. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Cool. There you go, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this. Where's it? Wait, so Carnage is his favorite. Where's Carnage Form 2? Carnage Form 2. Where is Carnage Form 2? I'm blind. I'm missing it. I'm totally blind. What? Oh, there it is. It's in the last place I looked, of course. Only an A. I'm surprised by that. But yeah, there we go. That is his list. Here is my list. Let me know what you think. For me, what's certainly interesting, every single form that's in the S tier is a Form 2. The Form 2s are super cool. Then you can see the A tier is like just really cool base designs. And then there's a few champions. Like I said, there's a few champions in there that their Form 2 for me is actually worse, though it's pretty rare. Usually the Form 2 is the really wow one. But yeah, let me know what you think. That is how I personally, at the moment, at time of recording, I'm rating the visual designs of the different champions and what I think looks cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I'm wrong in so many ways. And apologies to any Siegfried fans. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.